Yeah, obviously disappointed in the result, but give credit to Akron. They were tougher than us. They were more committed to us than us, more committed to what they're trying to do than we were, and they played better than us. So give them credit. Obviously, it's hard to be happy after the way we played, but they had something to do with that too. So I don't want to act like they didn't and not give them their respect. So um, hopefully we can learn from this and get better. It's one game.
Ryan, if you want to go ahead with the first one, then we'll go from there.
Sure. Hey, Rob. Akron, after building that lead, you guys go on that run to cut it down. What did you see in that period, and just what kind of led to that momentum and then that shift there in the second half?
Well, we got some stops during that stretch. We got out in transition during that stretch. Um, that was probably the biggest thing, and kept them off the free throw line. Last 4 minutes of the game. Again, I don't have the running box, but it seemed like every possession they were shooting free throws just about. Hard to win that way and hard to get back in a game that way. But during the stretch where we did cut it, we were able to get some stops, get some runouts. We were able to make a couple plays here and there, but it was more us on the defensive end getting some stops.
Go ahead, guys. And then really just with the free throws there, I know we've talked a lot about playing defense without fouling tonight. A lot of fouls were called. Just what was Akron maybe doing? Were they doing anything differently?
They were strong at the rim. We were committing some like 2 seconds on the shot clock. They're taking the ball out of bounds, like just fouls that just aren't winning basketball fouls, and they were physical and they played strong at the rim. So give them credit too. Like it's not just us, but there were some of them where it's like, there's no reason to foul at that time, and we did. So we need to do better.
And then Giovanni went out early in the game in his return. I guess just an update on him.
I'm not sure his hand was in a splint. I really don't know. I'm sure we're going to have to get him an X-ray here today, tomorrow, and we'll find out from there.
And just how big of a loss was that without having him out on the floor?
It certainly hurt, but again, I don't want it to be. It's unfair to say, well, if he played, this game would be different. I don't know, but it hurt because he's an experienced player. He moves the basketball. He doesn't turn the basketball over. He's a good player. So it certainly hurt that he only played 3 minutes and got hurt. But, they have guys that have been out all year. Other guys step up. They were committed to winning at a significantly higher level than we were tonight. And then we got to get better from that.
And then really, I guess, what do you want the team to take from a game like this?
Well, we have to play with poise. We have to play with togetherness. We have to compete all for the same purpose if we want to win. And, we need to learn from this game because this game was a lot different than the Northern Illinois game. The Northern Illinois game, for whatever reason, we weren't focused. We were focused tonight. We just didn't play the right way tonight. And this had nothing to do with anything other than them competing at a really high level, playing the right way, us making some foolish late game those fouls. Like you got to make them make a basket there somewhere, and not playing the way we need to play. So, you know what? We get it's one game. I said that before. It's one game. Obviously, I know it's a big game. I'm not going to act like it's not a big game, but they all count as one. And at the end of the year, they got to come back to Kent. And hopefully by that time, we will have grown to where we need to be as a group.
What kind of looks did they give you defensively to kind of?
They were playing man-to-man. They were physical. They did what they do. It hasn't changed all year. They do what they do. Good defensive team. They're the best defensive team in league play on the season. So, and they were that way tonight. We didn't attack it the way we had put a game plan together to do. That falls on me, and that falls on our guys. And that's what it was. We didn't execute what we were trying to do against them.
Elsewhere in the bench points, how critical is the bench tonight?
Well, Jalen, I'd consider a starter tonight because Gio only played 3 minutes. So, you take him out, and the bench. We had 6 points from Vaughn, and that's it. And I didn't play the bench nearly enough either. Cloran had 2. We didn't get enough out of those guys, but that's not the story of the game. The story of the game is the free throw difference, their physicality, and their competing at a really high level, and us just not doing the things we need to do.
Do you think that this could be a game moving forward that you look back and that the team wasn't as physical as you liked, and that this is the game where they realize that you got to be physical from here on out?
You're going to have to ask me that in 2 or 3 weeks, right? I hope so. I hope so. Our team has responded every time to this point. So we need to respond come Tuesday and moving forward.
Any other questions?
Ryan, do you have one more, or are you good?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thanks.
Jack?